The recent warrant of arrest issued by the International Criminal Court, or ICC, in The Hague, Netherlands for Vladimir Putin, the president of the Russian Federation, has sparked concerns about the future of the BRICS bloc. The BRICS countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, have been working together since 2006 to enhance their economic, political, and cultural ties. However, the ICC's warrant of arrest for Putin raises some questions about the future of this alliance. Could Putin's possible arrest spell the end of BRICS? In this video, we're going to talk about the recent developments regarding the actions by International Criminal Court and the implications it might have on the BRICS alliance.
The International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant accusing him of war crimes.
It's important to understand the role of the International Criminal Court in this matter. The ICC is a judicial body established by the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court in 2002. It's a judicial body that investigates and prosecutes individuals accused of committing genocide, crimes against humanity, and war crimes. The ICC is designed to be a court of last resort, meaning it only investigates and prosecutes individuals when national authorities are unable or unwilling to do so. It also works to promote international justice and accountability by holding individuals responsible for their actions and deterring future crimes. The ICC has jurisdiction over crimes committed on the territory of, or by nations of, states that have agreed to follow the Rome Statute. Currently, there are 123 states that have ratified the Rome Statute and are members of the International Criminal Court. The warrant of arrest for Putin was issued on March 17, 2023, for his alleged involvement in war crimes and crimes against humanity committed during the conflict in Ukraine. The court has accused him of the illegal deportation of children from Ukraine to Russia. The allegations relate to events that occurred during the full-scale invasion of Ukraine by Russia, starting from February 24, 2022. Putin has, of course, denied any involvement in the conflict. Could Vladimir Putin actually be arrested? The ICC's warrant of arrest for Putin is a significant development. However, Russia is not a party to the Rome Statute. Therefore, Putin's arrest and trial before the court would require the cooperation of other countries. It remains to be seen whether any country will cooperate with the ICC and arrest him. Additionally, Russia has rejected the legitimacy of the ICC and has stated that it will not cooperate with the court in this matter. In fact, not much has changed for Putin, as widespread Russian attacks have continued in Ukraine following the announcement of his arrest warrant. It seems unlikely that he will be arrested anytime soon, but it's difficult to predict the future developments in this matter. Regardless, BRICS partners that are a party to the Rome Statute find themselves in an awkward position. Putin is invited to the 15th BRICS Summit taking place in South Africa in August, and South Africa is a signatory to the Rome Statute. It may be obliged to execute the arrest order. Therefore, if Vladimir Putin were to visit South Africa for the BRICS Summit, and if South Africa was to receive a request from the ICC to arrest him, it would be obliged to cooperate with the court. South Africa has taken a neutral stance on Russia's conflict with Ukraine. This position by the government has drawn criticism from some of the country's major trading partners, such as the European Union and the US. Commenting to a state broadcaster recently, South Africa's International Relations and Cooperation Minister, Natalie Pandor, said, "We are awaiting a refreshed legal opinion on the matter. We are concerned about the situation of the people of Ukraine. What we would want to do is to be in a position where we could continue to engage with both countries to persuade them towards peace." It is not yet clear whether President Vladimir Putin will visit South Africa for the summit, but the South African government has indicated that he has been formally invited. It remains to be seen whether South Africa will receive a request from the ICC to arrest him. Russia is one of the founding members of the BRICS bloc, and its economy plays a significant role in the group's overall GDP. Putin's arrest could potentially strain the relationship between Russia and the other BRICS nations, particularly China, which has been Russia's closest ally in the group. China stands out as the strongest economy among the BRICS nations and is currently the world's second largest economy. China and Russia have been working together to counterbalance the United States' influence in the world, and Putin's arrest could weaken this partnership. Putin's arrest could also undermine the principles of non-interference and sovereignty that the BRICS bloc is built upon. The BRICS countries are committed to the principle of non-interference in each other's internal affairs, and Putin's arrest could be seen as an interference in Russia's internal affairs. This could create a precedent that could potentially be used to interfere in the internal affairs of the other BRICS countries, which is something the member countries would want to avoid. However, it's important to note that the BRICS group is not just about Russia. The other BRICS countries have been strengthening their economic and political ties and have been working together to address common challenges such as poverty, inequality, and climate change. For example, the BRICS countries have been investing in renewable energy, which is crucial for mitigating climate change. This shows that the BRICS partnership is not just about political alliances, but also about economic and environmental cooperation. The 5 countries that make up BRICS are also among the world's fastest-growing economies, and together, they represent almost half of the world's population and nearly 1/4 of the world's gross domestic product, or GDP. BRICS has also made strides in shaking up the international monetary system. In 2014, with $50 billion in seed money, the BRICS nations launched the New Development Bank as an alternative to the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. It's also getting ready to launch a new global reserve currency made up of a basket of BRICS currencies. If successful, such a reserve currency would be a direct threat to the currently dominant US dollar. Recently, BRICS has made tremendous strides and has garnered interest from several other countries to join the bloc due to its economic potential and growing influence on the global stage. Countries such as Algeria, Argentina, and Iran have submitted applications for expansion into BRICS, while Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Egypt, and Afghanistan have expressed their interest in joining. Indonesia is also expected to formally apply for membership at the upcoming G20 summit in Bali. Other possible candidates for membership include Kazakhstan, Nicaragua, Nigeria, Senegal, Thailand, and the United Arab Emirates. These countries will bring with them their own significant value to the partnership. For example, Saudi Arabia, a founding member of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, or OPEC, is one of the largest crude oil exporters in the world, accounting for 15% of the world's oil reserves. The 13 OPEC members are part of a wider organization known as OPEC Plus that also includes 10 other oil-producing countries, the latter of which is headed by Russia. The list of countries interested in joining BRICS is growing fast, which is a clear sign of the bloc's influence and economic potential. While the ICC's warrant of arrest for Putin could potentially strain the relationship between Russia and the other BRICS countries, it's important to remember that the BRICS alliance is not just about one country. The other BRICS countries have been working together to enhance their economic, political, and cultural ties, and they have been addressing common challenges. The BRICS alliance has been seen as an alternative to the traditional Western-dominated world order, and its continued success depends on the collective efforts of all its members. The International Criminal Court has faced criticism and controversy over its jurisdiction and effectiveness, particularly in cases involving powerful states and leaders. The possibility of its move having significant consequences for President Putin in particular seems unlikely. Nevertheless, he could be affected in other ways, including restrictions on international travel. What do you think about Putin's warrant of arrest? Do you think there is any possibility he will eventually face the court? Let us know your opinion in the comments. Thanks for watching.